So these are some affirmations or mantras that I promised a friend of mine who is the most amazing human being. She's got the most beautiful heart. And like many of us, she's going through a pretty tricky time at the moment. And one of the things I've been sharing with her is that every time we go through stages like this in our life, which seem pretty overwhelming, it's an opportunity for us to take back our power. So some of the affirmations and mantras that I've been recommending that she try. The first one is when we can't see how something is going to work out. Because if we get into the how in our minds, it's almost like we get a bit lost and we start to feel really concerned and really anxious. So one of the things that I do that try to stop me from getting out, well, that it does stop me from getting out of the how, is I say a little mantra to myself, which is, I have no idea how I'm going to blah, 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 or how I'm going to get blah, blah, blah. I only know that I already have that, whatever it is, and I receive it with love and grace. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That mantra, if you repeat it, like even if it's like money, if it's like a solution to something, if it's like wanting to fill a workshop that you're doing, or if it's an interview, I don't know how I'm going to get that job. I only know I already have that job, and I accept it with love and grace. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Those words, when you keep repeating them, stop the mind from trying to figure out how it's going to happen, because when you get into the how, it's like it's just sort of puts you in a real funk. That's one of the things. The other things that I notice is that the program that we run that keep us disempowered, like the self-criticisms and the value judgments we make on ourselves, one of the best ways to move out of that is to say to yourself, oh, there's that thought again. Hang on, there's that thought. Oh no, that was the old me. The new me doesn't think like that. The new me thinks like that. So say, for example, what would be a good one? So say money. Say you are having feelings of insecurity around money, which, by the way, you can have whether you've got trillions of dollars or $0. You're having insecurities around money, and you're like, oh, there's that insecurity around money again. Okay, so there's an insecurity. You know what? That's the old Lisa that feels insecure around that. That's the old Lisa's insecurities. The new Lisa has absolute trust and knows that everything she needs is going to be here for her. She just has to put the action in. So what you're doing in that instance is you're identifying that that's an old program that you no longer want to run, because you're going, that's the old me. And then what you're doing is, rather than focusing on that problem, you're going, the new me focuses on where I want to be and the solution, and keeps that solution in her mind and trusts in that solution and that vision. It's very hard for us to change our situations if we stay in the problem. That was that thing that Einstein said, like how can you solve a problem from the same consciousness in which it's created? So we actually have to step out of where we are right now and acknowledge that we're there and validate that. Oh yeah, okay, I understand why I'd have feelings around that. Of course you would. Like in society, there's a lot of pressure. I've got to pay my rent, la 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 la. Of course I'd have feelings around that. And I validate those feelings and I acknowledge them. However, the fear of financial insecurity is the old Lisa. The new Lisa totally trusts, and she knows that this is all going to sort itself out and that things are going to start happening. She just needs to put the action in and keep focused on where she wants to go. So I hope those two things help. Those two things are so powerful in shifting your mood and in putting you where you need to be.